Hi everyone, it's James here from Pro Tools Expert, and one of the lovely goodies we got as part of the latest UAD-2 update from Universal Audio is this baby, the Ampeg SVT-VR bass amp simulation by Brainworx. Now, I've had the pleasure to play through one of these and the misfortune to have to lift one in the past, but this is a really, really lovely recreation of a classic bass amp to add to the ever-growing armada of guitar amp and now bass amp simulations for the UAD-2 platform. So let's have a quick look around the UI. Really, really simple. The actual unit itself in real life was a really easy bass amp to set up and get sounding great. It's a 2-channel amp of which you can access one at a time via this kind of bank of 4 quarter-inch jacks. We then have volume and tone controls for both sides. We then have some switches at the top which kind of engage different ultra high, different ultra low settings and shape the mid frequencies on the mid-range section on channel 1. And because this is a Brainworx plugin, if we hit the effects rack button, we get a load of extra goodies that weren't available on the real thing, like a noise gate, compressor, power soak, and cabinet selection, which are all really, really handy. Everything that the young and up-and-coming bass player will ever need. But of course, the most important thing with any of this is how great this thing sounds in real life. So I've plugged my Yamaha TRB5 straight into my Apollo Twin, and we'll just run through some presets. Let's see how this thing sounds. So first up, we're going to start with an 8x10 Funky Rock A. Really nice, fat sounding bass sound. I've got the settings on the TRB5 set absolutely flat, so all you're hearing is the loveliness of this amp simulation. Let's go ultra high. Really nice, really usable, really easy to tweak if we want to later. Let's dark lows. Really nice, and up the neck a bit further it sounds really great as well. Lovely sounding preset on that one. Okay, now obviously this isn't a fretless bass, but if I go into one of the fretless modes, you get some really nice jazz tones out of this thing. Really lovely. What else we got? Lots low end plus horn. Oh, Metal Maiden, what's that going to do? Now, I'm fairly sure that back in the day, Steve Harris from Iron Maiden did actually use one of these, so probably not that far off. There are some non-cabinet models, so you just get that great DI sound that these things gave. rock B. And of course the rock stuff, because it's a bit brighter, bit less middle to it, sounds really good with the pick as well. So what else do we have in the preset bin down there? Totally Broken sounds like fun. Actually, that's a really usable preset for something a bit more sort of Stranglers-esque almost. Yeah, I really like that. And obviously the more usual things, bright for a 4x10. Really responds well with a 5-string as well. A lot of kind of bass amp sims don't really work. You get a lot of kind of that anti-aliasing type noise on the low B, but to be honest, that's as good a bass sound as I've ever got from this thing. So it's doing something right. So great work from the guys at Brainworx and Universal Audio to bring us the Ampeg SVT-VR bass amp simulator. This thing sounds absolutely awesome, and it will be a great addition to your UA plugin arsenal. I've been James, this has been the Ampeg SVT-VR amp sim, and I'll see you again soon for some more gear talk.